So, I finally watched Frieren, the anime everyone was upset about not winning Anime of the Year on Crunchyroll due to Solo Leveling Season 2 existing. This was an anime I saw constantly getting praised online. Friends loved it and kept recommending it. I've seen anime YouTubers placing Frieren in their personal top 10 anime of all time list, and I see that my anime list has it currently at a 9.29. So now I have it in my mind to expect this anime to be the best thing since sliced bread. Breaking Bad, Game of Thrones levels of storytelling and drama. Now, universal praise aside, before starting Frieren, I thought the animation looked solid. I don't watch enough Dungeons and Dragons styled fantasy anime, and it has a cute elf girl protagonist. We appreciate cute elf girls here. So eventually I decided to watch it. And after painstaking hours of thorough, unbiased, critical research and analysis, I have come to the conclusion that Frieren is mid. And in this video, I will explain why. Now, the concept of the plot I enjoy a lot. It was a fresh take on life after setting out and completing your goal. In this case, defeating the Demon King and bringing peace throughout the land, yada yada yada. So essentially, we missed out on all the good stuff. You know, the shonen, meathead, fan service stuff. But anyway, the setup doesn't stop there. Frieren, our MC, is over 1,000 years old with a near immortal lifespan typical of elves in this world, showing no physical aging and appearing as a youthful age resembling a 20-year-old human. That means this chick will outlive her former party, her closest companions, and have to watch them grow old and die of natural causes. Now that I think about it, I can't imagine elves seeing humans as pets. Hear me out. How many pet dogs have you gone through? Not nearly as long of a lifespan as us humans, but you love them all the same. But here's where that comparison falls apart, and low-key, my irritation with Frieren herself begins. Frieren as a character. Yeah, Frieren was close with her party, but to her, it was like working at a part-time job until she got her bachelor's degree. Sayonara, Starbucks. You were a big help, but I won't spend a single second reflecting on you. Now I get it. The story is about Frieren, a near immortal elf mage embarking on a new journey after the death of Himmel, one of her human companions, caused her to reflect on their 10-year quest to defeat the Demon King. Regretting not cherishing those fleeting bonds, she explores human connections, the value of time, and her own growth while mentoring new companions like the proteges of her former party members. But how can you be that ignorant? Boo-hoo, your friends are dead. See, if she didn't care about them, then why should I? Oh, but nappy hair Josh, clearly you weren't paying attention to her motivation for joining Himmel's party. It was a pragmatic decision drawn by Himmel's earnest invitation to use her vast magical power against a global threat. Plus, her curiosity for new spells and lack of emotional attachment due to her long lifespan also played a role, viewing the 10-year quest as a brief pit stop in her life. Again, I just don't care. I will cherish a compliment from a stranger I'll never see again because it's the feeling that passing stranger gave me that I'll remember. Frieren just used her party to help her find new grimoires and pull her out of treasure chest traps before the goblins from Goblin Slayer see her and go, "What are you doing, stepsis? How'd you get stuck there?" Okay, I'm done bagging on Frieren. Let's proceed to the pacing of the show. To give you an idea of my experience, it took me over 3 months to complete it. Mind you, I picked it up after season 1 finished airing. Not only that, but each time I dropped it, I could have sworn I was 10 episodes in, only to pick it back up and realize that I'm somewhere in the middle of episode 3. The first 6 to 7 episodes, prior to the Aura the Guillotine arc, are notably slow and episodic, focusing on Frieren's aimless travels with Fern, revisiting old villages and reflecting on past adventures. Side note, I could not have been the only one sitting through those flashbacks of Frieren with her former party and going, well, damn. It sounds like I should be watching the prequel instead. The personalities within that party were so lively and charming. Frieren is episodic with self-contained stories, which would have been fine if Frieren and Fern weren't so boring on screen together. Frieren can be cute and quirky, but she generally comes off as aloof and stoic, while Fern is reserved and serious. I like their student-teacher, little sister takes care of irresponsible big sis dynamic, but I didn't think they alone could carry the show, which matters if you don't want people to, I don't know, drop the show too early. Take this video you're watching for example. You're all still here, so I must be doing something right. Let's take a step further and like this video and subscribe to my channel. Bless y'all. The beginning of Frieren was tough to get through. How can such an amazing show, allegedly, be tough to get through? I kept wondering, when does Frieren actually get good? It took me a few tries, but I finally got past episode 3. To be honest, I accidentally saw the design of the character Stark before I watched the episode where he was introduced, and I thought, yes, I'm not gonna be stuck having to only follow these mage girlies. Yo, I can see the vision already. And of course, he ends up being a complete wuss, but at least he's stupid strong. He's basically a red-haired Zenitsu. Now, let's talk about what I enjoyed about the show. Number 1, as the season went on, I began to like Frieren a bit more. I love her cold-heartedness when it comes to demons. I mean, look at her.
Ara, kill yourself.
This can't be. No. How could I ever?
Demons these days are such a disgrace. No experience on the battlefield.
This mage! You big clown! Let's talk this through!
Slay me. Frieren has zero tolerance for demons. This shows her as a cold, calculated killer. And if this is what she was like during her journey to defeat the Demon King, then I cannot stress this enough. I should be watching the prequel instead. Number 2, I also thought it was interesting how unique Frieren's fighting style was compared to other mages. Frieren, taught by her mentor Flamme. Flamme. I know she's carrying a wagon back there. Just look at the way her toga sits on her hips. Wait, what were we talking about? Oh yeah, most mages in this world are all about flexing their mana output and using big flashy spells. Demons being the most guilty of this due to their pride and overconfidence. Modern mages favor specialized, versatile spells tailored for diverse situations like utility, defense, and precision attacks, reflecting a shift from Frieren's time when magic was primarily developed for slaying demons. Frieren hides her massive amount of mana, letting foes underestimate her, and sticks to the old school offensive demon slaying spells even when she's in combat with non-demons, delivering strategic strikes to her opponents with efficiency so that she's not wasting mana. Number 3, alright, I'll admit it, I find it really endearing that Frieren is mentoring Fern and Stark, haters and Aizen's proteges respectively. It's as if fate handed her a redo to honor her old party, showing care she didn't before. After neglecting to form deep bonds with her original party, she now makes a conscious effort to connect with and understand her human apprentices. Number 4, the first class mage exam, or should I say Hunger Games Mage Edition, piqued my interest in this anime, which shouldn't come as a surprise because the shonen meathead transmitters in my brain started screaming, "Tournament arc?" This arc gave us more world building with the introduction of the ruling body of mages, the Continental Mage Association, and the examinees. I've been wondering where all the human mages have been in this world. We had all sorts of magic abilities and spells on display here. We had wind magic, clone magic, Sakuna magic, binding magic, cutie pie magic, and experts in mana detection and spell copying. We even get to see the ferociousness of Frieren operating at her maximum mana output through a clone of hers. And we got to learn more about the personality and motives of the head of the Continental Magic Association, Cyrie. Number 5, I found Cyrie interesting. Cyrie is an authoritative, pragmatic, and enigmatic elf whose immense mana and poised demeanor command respect during the first-class mage exams. Her personality is cold, confident, and insightful, with a focus on power and efficiency. Her motives center on upholding magical excellence and possibly consolidating influence. But her cryptic nature leaves her true goals unclear, hinting at deeper plans tied to her historical legacy. Cyrie's obsession with power drives her to recruit Frieren for her strength, but there's a clash of ideals when Frieren rejects her offer, choosing emotional bonds with her companions over domination. And this causes Cyrie to become so petty. I love when Cyrie is on screen. I have a mild obsession with her, but honestly, I just can't put my finger on why. So again, in conclusion, yeah, I still think Frieren is mid. The first class mage exam was exciting. Frieren's ruthlessness towards demons is an aura piggy bank, and Cyrie intrigues me as a potential major antagonist. And I could see the potential in this show, just from season 1. With that said, the anime loses me with its slow episodic pacing, the lack of attachment I felt towards the core cast of characters aside from Frieren, and she only grew on me by the end of the season. She just barely made the cut. There were 0 high-stake moments, and the worst sin of them all is that it just did not live up to the hype. Hell no, it wasn't going to beat solo, meathead, aura farming, fan service, punch kick fighting, leveling. Where watching solo leveling was like eating junk food, Frieren was the salad at Olive Garden with 1 breadstick. Be honest, on average, which one are you choosing more often than not? Now, this video is only taking in consideration the entirety of season 1. For all I know, season 2 could blow me away. I have no idea. Guess we'll have to wait and see. Let me know in the comments if you want me to review season 2, and tell me if you thought I was tripping on my analysis. Mind you, point of the video, I enjoyed Frieren. I had a good time, but it was average. It was mid. I swear the only reason why it was getting praised so much had to be because of recency bias. I didn't see anything new or noteworthy from this first season of Frieren. Now I get it, new anime don't need to reinvent the wheel, but you should be able to execute the process in a way that engages the viewers, gets them looking forward to the next episode, and contain cohesive storytelling where actions and events create a clear cause and effect chain that you see throughout the entire season. Y'all take care.